Andrei Terbea was raised in post-communist Romania within a working-class household. He described his early years as being a shy and introverted child, spending much of his time immersed in drawing. In 2006, he discovered DeviantArt, an online forum where artists shared their work, which sparked his ambition to become a comic book artist. Motivated by this newfound passion, he began learning how to use tools like Photoshop and a Wacom drawing pad. At 14, Andrei actively sought opportunities in animation, entering contests and offering free commissions. It wasn't until he was 17 that he earned his first paycheck for his artwork, being a modest $5. At 19, he relocated to Denmark to pursue a university degree in web design, but ultimately chose to drop out, believing that the program was slowing his progress rather than advancing it.
By going to college, you are forced into somebody else's learning structure and time frame, and it's usually much slower and inadequate to your personal learning needs. If you're ambitious enough, you're watching tutorials, going on forums, connecting with other artists on the same level that you're on, and you're going to develop much faster and more efficiently.
In 2013, Andrei launched his YouTube channel, initially focusing solely on fan art and speed drawing videos. While animation was never his primary goal, he decided to experiment with it by animating well-known clips from popular YouTubers, exploring a new creative direction for his content. During this time, Andrei began making fan animations on the channel SourceFed. SourceFed was a YouTube channel and news website created by Philip DeFranco in 2012. The channel produced humorous videos on popular and trending news, often featuring a rotating cast of hosts who covered the popular topics. And after making several fan animations, Philip DeFranco directly reached out to Andrei and asked if he wanted to make weekly animations for SourceFed, an opportunity Andrei eagerly accepted. Andrei worked for SourceFed for the next 2 years, making over 200 animations for the channel. Andrei next worked for Smosh for a year and did other freelance work, though after working for several years, he slowly began to grow tired of animating for other people. On April 5th, 2018, Andrei posted on his channel a video titled "Why I Turned Down Working with Kylie Jenner." The video focused on Andrei recounting how he was offered the chance to animate for a project featuring Kylie Jenner. However, he ultimately turned it down after the company insisted on compensating him with exposure rather than actual payment. The video was essentially a rant about companies that offer exposure instead of actual compensation, urging freelance artists to avoid such exploitative deals. And to Andrei's surprise, this video blew up, pushing his channel to over 100,000 subscribers, with the video holding over 10 million views to this day. Due to the success of Andrei's video, he went on to create more animated commentary content, with his next topics focusing on Logan Paul and Ninja. This switch in content pushed his channel to 200,000 subscribers on May 28th, which prompted Andrei to continue uploading more. In the summer of 2018, one of YouTube's most significant events took place, being a boxing match between KSI and Logan Paul. Seizing the opportunity, Andrei created a video titled "How KSI Saved Logan Paul's Career," which skyrocketed his channel's growth, becoming his most viewed video with 20 million views. His coverage of the event further boosted his popularity, and by August 31st of that year, his channel had reached 1 million subscribers. 2018 was a pivotal year for Andrei's career. His channel skyrocketed to the 1 million subscriber milestone, and he received nominations at the Streamy Awards for both the animated category and Creator of the Year in October. Andrei continued uploading videos to his channel for several years, covering the latest YouTube controversies and sharing his perspectives on various topics. His channel saw significant growth, standing out from other animation channels due to his unique approach, essentially functioning as a commentary channel, but replacing the stereotypical gameplay background with visually engaging animations. Yet just like most commentary channels on this site, Andrei found himself in his first controversy. In 2020, Leafy, the founder of the commentary community, returned to YouTube after a 2-year hiatus. His new style of content primarily consisted of casually edited videos where he discussed various topics with his signature edgy style. One day, Leafy uploaded a video critiquing Andrei, specifically targeting his video titled "How I Stole Logan Paul's Fans with One Single Video," a video Andrei uploaded in 2018. In that video, Andrei shared his opinion on the Paul brothers, arguing that their content was driven purely by profiting off of their child audience, describing them as using their fans in a selfish way. Leafy heavily disagreed with Andrei's opinion, criticizing him for what he saw as arrogant and self-important reasoning.
But here's the issue. On every single low gangster, on every Jake Pauler, there's a ticking clock. After a certain age, their brain will develop and they will inevitably go, "What the fuck have I been watching?" And they're gonna leave the Paul brothers behind looking for smart content.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about himself. Yeah, dude, you're a real genius. It really takes a certain big brain to really understand what this guy's videos are about. It takes a certain intellect to just comprehend the big picture here. Logan Paul's fan base, dude, they grow up. But this guy's fan base and the people that watch this guy's videos, well, they're all old wise men.
And this has been very profitable for Logan, but he's sacrificing legacy for profit. There's a reason only kids are looking.
People like this are so funny, dude. Oh yeah, Logan Paul, all of his fans are stuck in the 12-year-old phase. They just really haven't matured to smart content yet, because once you start making smart content, well, all ages can digest that. If you're one of those people that think that you're like above it, you're not. I don't care if you're making political videos, if you're making toy unboxings, or if you're making commentary videos or animations. If you think any of these things like requires some sort of like intelligence and the other one doesn't, it doesn't. It's all the same bullshit. It's like comparing TV channels. It's retarded. All it is people trying to keep you clicking on their videos over and over again. I think it's pretty funny watching as everyone like tries to make it out that this isn't just like me on Logan Paul. No, this is smart content.
Following this, YouTube terminated Leafy's account in August of that year, igniting a widespread debate among creators over whether his ban was justified. The month after Leafy's ban, Andrei uploaded a video giving his opinion about the controversy, and even responded to Leafy's initial video against him.
And by the way, some of Leafy's criticism in the video that he made about me was very much valid. In the video he chose to criticize, I was obnoxious and overconfident. But the thing is, he intentionally picked a video that I had made over 2 years ago when I was dealing with a sudden giant wave of attention that quite frankly I wasn't equipped to properly handle. Looking back on that period of time, there's parts that are tough for me to watch, and it's something that I've talked about very openly before. So any legitimate criticism he had for me is invalidated by the amount of malice and envy he regurgitated in his video.
In addition, Andrei's Leafy video sparked even more controversy, especially in the small commentary community. In his video, Andrei discussed the significance of the commentary community, stating he was supportive of the genre of commentary as long as it was based on actual objective analysis.
Commentary, in my opinion, doesn't mean you can just attack someone to get views. I think valuable commentary should be based as much as possible on objective analysis, verified facts, and a sort of sportsmanship that might allow you to eventually shake hands with the person you're criticizing if you ever met them. I think commentary on YouTube is an important sort of cleansing mechanism that keeps creators in check. It's very healthy for the community to have these types of videos, but the moment attacking the person starts to weigh more than combating their ideas, you're entering a territory where you're just inviting YouTube to come in and put their foot down.
The problem the commentary community found with Andrei's statement is he literally contradicts himself. If you're a fan of Andrei and his content, then you would know that Andrei has at several times attacked another creator. For example, before Andrei spoke about the controversy surrounding the Twitch streamer Alinity in his video, he described her as, quote,
the embodiment of all that is morally wrong in a human being, wrapped neatly behind a pair of sweater puppies, proudly displayed in front of 1 million children under the shallow disguise of a gamer girl. Alinity is like a raccoon who keeps showing up in everyone's backyard every once in a while. It makes you look out the window like, she is out there again. Hide your cats, hide your kids, and hide your husbands while you're at it, especially if they work at Twitch.
Now, I'm not criticizing Andrei for how he described Alinity, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. When Andrei claimed that Leafy attacked people, I'm assuming he's referring to when Leafy insulted people. However, I wouldn't class those as attacks, rather satire and jokes. Of course, some viewers may not see Leafy's comments as humorous, but remember, what makes you laugh is subjective. In fact, Andrei's channel became controversial largely due to his unpopular takes on YouTube drama, with one of his most controversial videos in my opinion being about Jax Films. To provide context, Jax Films created a separate channel to critique Sniper Wolf, a reaction-based content creator known for low-effort videos. His main criticism was that Sniper Wolf frequently used other creators' content without proper credit. In response, Sniper Wolf doxed Jax Films by revealing his location. In his video, Andrei acknowledged that Sniper Wolf was entirely in the wrong for doxing Jax Films. However, he also implied that Jax Films was harassing her by suggesting his videos violated YouTube's terms of service.
Well, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, technically, a lot of what Jax Films has been doing on the dedicated Bingo channel is against YouTube's terms of service. While his motives may have been positive, i.e. to shed light on Sniper Wolf's freebooting tactics and the intentional lack of crediting original sources, the results are nevertheless bordering on harassment.
This argument was wildly disputed as criticism is not comparable to literal doxing, and Jax Films' videos did not violate YouTube TOS US, otherwise his channel would have been in trouble. Given YouTube's history of swiftly terminating channels, as seen with Leafy, it's unlikely they would have allowed his content to remain if it truly broke their guidelines. Moving forward, Andrei continued making content consistently for the next few years. Andrei maintained a monthly upload schedule, but after his final video in December 2021, he took a break and didn't return until March 2022 with a video titled Why YouTubers Are Leaving YouTube. The video focused on Andrei discussing the downsides of being a YouTuber and how these challenges drive creators to leave the platform. Ironically, after uploading it, he vanished for nearly a year. When he finally returned in March 2023 with a new video, he offered no explanation for his absence, simply picking up where he left off as if nothing had happened. Since his return, Andrei's upload schedule has become increasingly inconsistent, with new videos appearing only once every few months. His most recent upload was 6 months ago, leaving many wondering, what happened to Andrei Terbea? There are countless reasons why a creator might step away from YouTube, with burnout and a loss of passion being among the most common. While there's no definitive answer, my research suggests that Andrei's inconsistent uploads may be influenced by external factors, such as the fact that he now has children, something he revealed in his most recent video, Why You Should Not Have Kids. In fact, Andrei had literally hinted at this in his Why YouTubers Are Leaving YouTube video shortly before taking an almost year-long hiatus. It's worth noting that animation is one of the most challenging content formats on YouTube. Since the platform tends to prioritize quantity over quality, animators often spend weeks creating a single video, dedicating hundreds of hours to their work.
From what I've discovered in the last 2 years about the YouTube system is that it's pretty dreadful for anyone who wants to do an ongoing animated series, or, as much as I hate to say it, animation in general. You may have seen other animators bring this to light, but if not, click here for a more in-depth explanation of the issue at hand. From what I've noticed since I started is that YouTube has declined as far as independent artist support goes. The fact that Patreon is even a thing now for artists says a lot about the health of the social media scene. YouTube is a business, and any content creator is sort of one of their products in a way. So it's not entirely their fault, it's what people throw on it and what sticks. But in the recent years, I just get this mentality that they've opened the floodgates and there's just oversaturation with all mediums. Right now it's transformed into something that's not really geared towards animators. I mean, it's all about watch times and weekly uploads. Seriously?
And with Andrei's channel especially, he primarily focuses on YouTube drama and controversies, topics that can be challenging to monetize on the platform, a concern he has also previously addressed.
Okay, so let's think about this for a second, because by the way, I'm one of those channels that uploads once a month, twice tops. Sure, that's 2 days of content in a 30-day month, but you know what I do the rest of 28 days? I put in hundreds of hours of work to make one of these videos, and here's the downside to that. I could be working on a video for 2 weeks straight, I put it up on YouTube, and guess what? If it's demonetized, that's 2 weeks of full-time work that goes completely unpaid. And I'm not talking hypothetically here either. My last 2 videos were demonetized for, and I quote, discussions of modern acts of events resulting in catastrophic loss of life or social issues. And I mean, all I did was talk about Shane Dawson and Dr. Disrespect. As far as I know, neither of them have anything to do with terrorism or catastrophic events. And by the way, appealing the decision not only doesn't solve it most of the time, but it also may prompt a manual age gating, considerably limiting the discovery of your video.
With Andrei now facing more responsibilities like parenting, it's likely made uploading even more difficult. But at the end of the day, there's no definitive answer. Thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, subscribe and join the clown empire.